అది అడుగు అడుగు అడే అడగదు వాళ్ళు లేకుంటే జనాలు నీకు చెప్పలేక నాకు చెప్పారు.
Everybody, today's class is looping statements in Python. So what is looping statement? What are the different looping statements that are available in Python? How to write those looping statements in Python programming? So looping statements we also called as repetition statements. We discuss looping or repetition statements. Looping statements are used to execute the block of statements more than one time. So looping statements are used to execute the block of statements more than one time. Suppose normally the statements in a program will be executed only one time. In order to execute the statements more than one time, we use looping statements. Actually, the statements in a program, you write any program, the statements in that program will be executed only one time. For example, if I write KVR, that output will be printed only one time KVR. Suppose I want print 10 times, instead of writing 10 times, we use looping statements. That's why looping statements are used to execute the block of statements more than one time. There are two looping statements. In Python, they are first one, while loop. We have for also, for loop and while. We have two looping statements. One is called as for loop and another is called as while loop. For loop is one statement, while loop is also called as another statement. We go for first statement. Actually, for loop will be written in two ways. There are two formats of ఫార్మాట్స్ ఉన్నాయి ఫర్లో. ఎంఎంటీ అనే దానికి మనం చూస్తాం. ఫర్లో మనం 2 ఫార్మాట్స్ రాసుకోవచ్చు. సో ఫర్లో 2 ఫార్మాట్స్ రాసుకోవచ్చు. సో ఏమేమిటి అంటున్నాము అంటే ఫస్ట్ ఫార్మాట్ వచ్చేసి ఫర్ వేరియబుల్ ఇన్ సీక్వెన్స్. Statements. This is first format. This is one type of format. So this is one format 1. This is syntax 1. This is another example, another syntax for variable in range initial final update. It's an optional. Update is optional. By default it's 1. If you want more, we will write it colon then statements. So this is actually for loop has two types, two syntaxes in for loop we have. One is for variable in sequence. We have the list, dictionary, tuple already told in data types. So if you want to print the values in a data type, suppose if you want to print the values in a tuple, if you want to print the values in a list, or if you want to print the values in a dictionary, so we simply use for where if you want to print the characters in a string. Sequence means some collection. So then we write it for variable in sequence, then we can write the statement. It's enough. Automatically we print the values. Automatically we print. Second one is for variable in range initial value, final value, update is optional, by default is 1. So then we have the statements. There are two formats. Suppose we want to print, if you know the initial to final values, we have to use range for a variable in range. So if you want to print a sequence, we have already values in a list or tuple or dictionary. So in a string, we can easily use that first format. So if there is, if you have initial value, final value, and updation values, we use this format. So actually we have the two types. So we already know it will take the one of the value from a sequence and assign the value to the variable, then we can print. The process is continued until all to print to assign all the values in a sequence. How the first syntax will be executed? So the first value is assigned to the variable, then the next value is assigned to the variable. Like this, all the values of the values will be assigned to the variables. That is called as, this process is continued until so to assign all the values of a sequence. In the case of range, initially the first value is assigned to the variable, then automatically updated by 1, then the second value, then third value, fourth value, like this until final value. So like this we have the two formats. One is called as initial, another is called as range, and another is called as sequence. Both the formats we can use. So it's one very easy format instead of writing. So one very easy work. So today we go for some examples. So regarding these for statement, how to write these for statement, some examples. 3.6.5 country we are using. Suppose we have the list equal to, we know that what is a list? A list is some collection of elements or any data type which are enclosed in square brackets. List ante ఏంటన్నాం? List is a collection of elements, కొన్ని collection of elements ఉండాలి which is enclosed in square brackets, either integer, floating points, characters, or combination, any string. So suppose good, bad, welcome, 10, 20, 56.4. Suppose this is about list 10, 20, 56.4. These are the values in the list. Suppose I want to print all the values of list. So if you write like this, print list, you can get all the values. If I run like this, we can print all the values of a list. What are the values I am given? Good, bad, welcome, 10, 20, 56. I want to print all the values of a list line by line. Suppose if you want to print all the elements of a list, we simply print list, that's enough. So if you write like this, automatically it will print all the values. Suppose to print the values of a list in a line by line process, I want to print all the elements in elements of a list in line by line. So in this case, one by one. So in this case, we simply use for I in list colon. You must put the colon after the control statement. So whenever you will print I enough. So one by one values, all the good, bad, welcome, 10, 20, 56. So like this, we can print all the elements. So this is called, this list is called as a sequence. So this is, we simply for I in list, list is a sequence. So what is sequence? Means some collection of elements. So suppose I want to print in a tuple. Instead of list, I want to print the values of a tuple. So tuple equal to how tuple must be enclosed in parentheses, 10, 20, good, all the elements must be enclosed for I in tuple. Good, bad. It's a sequence. So like this, we print the values in a sequence by using for statement. if we have the, suppose I want to print characters of a string line by line. For I in name, line by line, simply process. Suppose we go for one more example. Program to count the number of vowels in a list, suppose. Actually, suppose I want the number of vowels in a list. So instead of that, instead of vowel, how to number of vowels, number of consonants and blank spaces, suppose. So instead of that, we simply vowels. Vowels equal to, what are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U, suppose. So we can write in a list or tuple, no problem. A, E, very easily we write. I, O, A, E, I, O, U. These are the vowels. A, E, I, O, U. Suppose we have the number of vowels, number of consonant vowels, initially 0, number of consonants, initially 0, number of spaces, initially 0. I will read one name, string str equal to input, enter a string. We simply for I in str, for I in str. If the character is vowel, so I will simply check if I in vowels, if I in vowels, number of vowels, and number of vowels equal to number of vowels and number of vowels plus 1. Else, if I in if I equal to blank space, I equal to blank space, number of spaces plus equal to 1. Else, number of consonants plus equal. I will enter a string. The string will contains only letters, let us assume. So otherwise, so not in vowels. So if you are, we can write it, no problem. If it is not in vowels, we can make it as this. Then print vowels, comma, consonants, comma, spaces, dot, format. Number of vowels, comma, number of consonants, comma, number of spaces. This is so this problem. Enter the string. Suppose I entered good morning. So this is my string good morning. So the number of vowels A, E, I, O, U. So we have 3 O's and 1 I. So totally A, E, I, O is the number of vowels is 4. Consonants G, D, 2, M, 3, R, 4, N, I, 5, 6, 7 consonants. 1 blank space. Hello. Good morning, madam. Good afternoon, madam. Yes, madam. సో ఇలా మనం చెప్పాం ఏ విధంగా ఏంటి అనేది ఎలా ఉంది ఏమిటి అనేది కూడా ఇలా చెప్పాం. నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ ఓవెల్స్ కాన్సనెంట్స్ లిస్ట్ ఇవి ఎలా ఉన్నాయి ఏ విధంగా ఉంది అని చూపించాను. చూడండి ఇది. వెల్కమ్ టు so we have 15 vowels, 20 consonants, and spaces is 54. If you want length, we can write it length of len. So once you write the length length of so and len of this if you want length. So this is one very easy work. So instead of writing I, so if the character equal to A, if the character equal to E, or if the character equal to I, if the character equal to O, if the character equal to U. So instead of writing like this, we simply write for that variable is in the string. Yes, if it is in, if we'll check this sequence. If it is yes, we can increment. That's enough. So number of vowels, consonants, and letters like this we can write it. Okay. So this is one example how to write. So now we go for a range. We will go for one more example for range. N equal to integer of input, enter a number. For I in range 1, n. Print type is enough. So save. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get the less than. So here you can simply understand. So in for loop, we can get the less than value, not equal. Up to equal, we cannot get the values. We can get the values up to less than the value. Suppose if we write 10, so we'll get the value up to 9 only. If we write 20, you can get the values up to 20, 19 like this. See here I have given 7, so that we get the values from 1 to 6. So from zero onwards, you want, we can write it, no problem. You can get the values up to 7, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's enough. So initial value, final value. Suppose if you want, by default updation is 1, that's why no need to write updation value. By default, the updation is 1, that's why no need to write the value. Suppose if you want updation value, one doubt. Take the values into set. Yes, if you sir, it is possible to take the values into a set or list or tuple and run it. Yes, it is possible. I will show. I will take some examples how to read the values and put the values in a list. So yes, it is possible. So some examples are also required. I will go for some examples and explain how to read some. So instead of one very easy. So instead of writing type conversion, we can use list of. So that's enough. So map again we can use the list. So automatically all the values will becomes to the list. I will show one example tomorrow. I will show it. No problem. Okay. Suppose I want odd number. Suppose the updation is 2. 1, 3, 5 are the odd numbers. Suppose if you want even numbers, odd. So we written the program for odd. That's why we have the odd numbers 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 are the odd numbers. Suppose you want even numbers. You see the even numbers. The initial even number is 2. That's why we write 2. So if you write n up to n, we cannot get the last value. For example, 10. We cannot get 10 value. 10 is also even, but we have not got it. Suppose if you want 10 also, you can write instead of n, you have to write n plus 1. If you write n plus 1, you can get write n plus 1, so we will receive. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, like this. We simply got it. Simply, it's one very simple. So, for I equal to 1 comma n plus 1, print simply format n comma I comma n into I. What we get the answer? Sorry. Multiplication table. Okay. One parenthesis is missing. That's why. Ten 1 jar, 10 2 jar, 10 3 jar. Simply multiplication table. It's one very easy process. So use this type of format styles. Don't use old model. Suppose you want the multiplication table of 17, you can get 17 1 jar, 17 2 jar. You want up to 20 jar, no problem, we can get it. No problem. So this is the one very easy process. Simply for loop, we have the for loop like this for I in range. So here for loop 1 to n means we get the up to n minus 1, not up to n. So that is only one difference of for loop in other language and this language. In other language, if you write 1 to n, we can get the values from 1 to n. Here we can get the values less than n. That's way. So you want the values up to n, you have to write n plus 1. So by default updation is 1. So if you want decrement, you can write updation value. So suppose here I will 11 or I equal to 10, 0, minus 1. You see the difference. Ten jar, 9 jar, 10 jar, 2 jar. So decrement 10 tens, 10 nines, 10 8, 10 7, 10 6, 10 5, 10 4, 10 3, 10 2, 1, 10 1. So 10 0, we cannot get the 10 0 because if you write 0, we get the up to 1 only. So this is where we can write the programs. This is about for loop. So we have the two formats of for loop. One is called as sequence, another is called as range. So depends if the values, if the input is in list tuple set, then we can use for I in sequence. If the values in a range, then you can use range. So depends upon the use, you can use the formats. That's it. So what is the input? Where the input? When the input is in a list or tuple or a sequence or a dictionary, so set. In this case, you have to simply use sequence. The input is not in a list tuples are like this, so we can use the range. Depends upon the purpose. We can use the both the formats. But if you are using the range, so initial to final by default increment is 1. So if you want to modify the updations, so you must write the updation value in for range. So this is about for loop. Tomorrow we go for some examples.